outside at a playoff spot. They're having right now kind of a resurgence with their team fully healthy. I think Trae Young is seeming like the guy they want to build around. They have a lot of defenders. Jalen Johnson looks good, but Trae Young and his running mate Clint Capela is being replaced by Onyeka Okongwu, and it is believed by executives around the league that Clint Capela, who's an expiring $22.2, almost $22.3 million deal, is up for sale. And teams like the Grizzlies, the Knicks, and the Pelicans have all done their due diligence in the past. And New York ended up re-signing Precious Achiuwa and getting Karl-Anthony Towns. Memphis drafted Zach Edey. New Orleans went Yves Messi, even though New Orleans still needs some front court help. Larry Nance, who's had an inconsistent role this season, is another trade candidate as he's on an expiring $11.2 million deal. He's a small ball 5, more of a 4. He can do a little bit of everything, but he's more of a rebounding off the bench guy who's considered a good leader. However, they're saying that DeAndre Hunter is not going to be traded due to his durability and his contract, just making him a tough trade candidate. Bogdanovic has drawn interest, but he's coming back from injury, and Atlanta very much values his three-point shooting and his presence in the locker room. So outside of that, it seems like everybody else is good to stay in Atlanta. That's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think the Atlanta Hawks will do?
I think there are some trades out there that they could look at more for Clint Capela. Larry Nance could be one that they could move, but Clint Capela, we'll talk about Charlotte a lot, but Vasilija Micic and Nick Richards for Clint Capela could be a stopgap for them, but realistically, we knew in the past the Grizzlies were a team, but really the Pelicans, if they were willing to do a 3-team trade, let's say if they can't get Nick Claxton, the Pelicans, and they want to get Mr. Clint Capela, and they're trying to move CJ McCollum, but CJ McCollum's Clint Capela's $18 million is significantly less, not $18 million, my apology, $22 million, I believe it is this season. It is significantly less than CJ McCollum's $32 million or $33 million that he's making this season, and you could maybe work it out as a 3-team trade where CJ goes to one team and then the contract from said team goes to the Hawks. And in this situation, my assumption, I think hypothetically, you would think that a deal along the lines, I'm trying to think of a team that really, some people have been saying the Orlando Magic. I just don't know what the Orlando Magic, I want to think of a large contract that is one that somebody would be trying to move off of that would interest people. And to me, that's where it becomes a little bit difficult. And yeah, it's $22.2 million that Clint's making this season. So you look at that, that's like $11 million difference. And what would that third team that would have to have salary room to be able to do this trade? And to me, that's where it becomes difficult, as I don't think there's enough teams able to swallow CJ McCollum's contract and send out a contract that's $11 million smaller so that Clint can go to the Pelicans, if that makes sense. That's it.